What the fuck is this? Going side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. Shaking was quite irregular, just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, which suddenly shake violently. Every time that happened, I had to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities, that wouldn't be that difficult. How boring. Nagito? Do you like ships? The other side of the dark room I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You look like you're having fun, so that's what I assumed. You like ships, right? That's right, that's it. So this is a ship? You realise that now? Is that really that funny? If you want, you had to talk a little, the silence was starting to bore me. Instantly I saw his true character. The over familiar attitude, the friendly smile. Under that thin skin I could detect the foul, offensive odour like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Komeda. Lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me. So to share a room with a person like that, yep, I'm definitely lucky. Ah, so that's your talent. What a boring talent. A boring talent? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly, it's because I have luck as well. Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope's Peak too, right? So you're one of us? That's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? Oh, boring. Ah, sorry, I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. Because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in a present situation. Ah, perhaps does that have anything to do with the reason why you're here? Boring people made no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? Completely different from me. But what are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen well. Using people is a talent too. It's now my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past. You're talking about the ultimate despair? But how? I mean, I have it with me. Contribution that person left to me, even though it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. Definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Then I'll be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fibre of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much? Hate? Play in your hand? The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I have successfully become one with the ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. I see, so you salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as an enemy, you know? Because she's my sworn enemy because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power, and for that Do I hate her? That's strange. Ah, look out the window, we're finally here. Starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island. Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on the island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what will happen. I already know because I am loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. I see you again. There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. Really don't play along, do you? What the fuck is going on? So We got like an insight of what the whole. Nagito pulled a Dio? Nagito pulled a Dio with Jonathan's body type beat on the ship? Is that what happened, bro? What is this? A JoJo reference? What is this? It's a door. There's a door? Ah, a door. Why is there a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Bro, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm so confused. Are we in the school? Huh? Isn't this a classroom? Even so, it's a very strange classroom, but why am I in a place like this? I went inside the atrium room with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. Just like before. When we were all gathered in that classroom, just before we arrived at Jabberwock. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock? The monokuma announcements? Okay, why is it glitching out?
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium.
The gymnasium?
Immediately.
Did he say what I think he just said? Definitely said, welcome to Hope's Peak. Why would this place be Hope's Peak? And not just that, what is this graduation exam? Isn't the kidding over? Is this a... no way. We're actually in the school. At least it doesn't look like a normal school. Definitely a lie, there's no way this place is Hope's Peak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? We're in the school. Probably a building that Monokuma's made to startle us, just like the funhouse. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go and I'll definitely clear things up. Can I go to the bedrooms? The spare hotel! The spare hotel! Where am I going? The gym? What is this? Yo, chill! Chill! I remember this. I remember the eye. Wasn't that on the wall? Wasn't this on the wall in Trigger Happy Havoc? Right? In the upper floors? Bro, this is actually scaring me. I'm actually kind of getting scared. Can I go in the door? Bro, I need to go to the toilet. I'm gonna piss myself if I don't go to the office. Okay. Guys, I need to go for a piss really quick before I fucking head in there, okay? Hang on. I'll put some music on, alright? I'll put some music on, chill, alright? Whilst I go for a quick piss, I need to reset my... there we go, that's fixed. Okay. Yo, I need to go for a piss real quick, okay? I really need to go. Okay, wait. Boy. Wait, what? No! Did it die? Did it die? No, it's cocooned. I don't know what that means. Okay. Gym? We're good? Let's go. Oh shit. The gymnasium? What's gonna happen, bro? Wow, I was gonna be on the other side. Oh shit! Guys, I was holding that in for a long time. I really needed to go. Chapter 6, here we go. What? This is the end? Goodbye, Academy of Despair. What the fuck is going on, dude? I wasn't prepared for what was waiting me on the other side of that door. What? Okay. Just the gym from the first game.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo.
You had the announcement that came here? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
What do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope's Peak?
That is...
It cannot be possible.
Well...
You're right, any way you look at it, it's impossible. How does it feel to return to the long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy?
Why you...
Kind of nostalgic, I guess, even though I played this shit like a month ago. Just over. I just told you guys it's Hope's Peak Academy.
Of course not.
No way in hell that's true.
No, no.
But it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope's Peak. What's left of it? Left? I told you before, unfortunately Hope's Peak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies.
You're serious? I don't believe it. But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this.
I'm pretty disappointed. I went all to this trouble to bring you to Hope's Peak Academy and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic? I do feel nostalgic. I do. Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now.
Don't fuck with me.
Is that breaking the fourth wall? Is that breaking the fourth wall? Someone is. I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic. I just said I am. Where'd you take us, you bastard? And no, I am not certain of my memories. But we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words...
means I made this Hope's Peak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean between?
Hey, hey, hey.
What do you mean made?
What's this?
Oh my, your mind's getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way.
It's nothing to be cautious about. It's not like you're making life exchanges or anything like that. The simple graduation.
Huh?
Then what is the graduation exam? As a headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
Are you sure?
On the other hand,
about
I'm
this?
worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So...
Swift, you missed it, bro. You missed it, man. Why don't you just stick around? Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here.
Why?
We're obviously going to get out. There's no way we'd stay here.
That's right.
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No.
Can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived.
Hey.
What do you mean? Extras?
Damn it.
Guests of honor? What do you mean?
Uh-huh.
I've dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope's Peak. But I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever, otherwise the main cast is going to hate me. Please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. As usual, after leaving with us, the scripted words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, it was still the same as usual. What's going on? Outside world, main cast? Somehow I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey.
Kept insisting that the place is Hope's Peak Academy? That's impossible.
What are you saying?
How do we make it back to Hope's Peak from a tropical island in the first place? Possible.
It cannot be.
There's no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. I mean, so many things I don't understand have happened on the island. The building is really Hope's Peak. No way. This is Hope's Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? What the fuck, bro? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Finally thought I'd become confident in myself. So, wanted to become Hope. If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. The moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has something to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or are you so blinded by admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even... You're just someone nobody from the reserve course who had never had a talent to begin with. Nobody who forgot he was a nobody, that's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why do I have to go through something like this? Something happened?
Hey, bastard.
Now's not the time to zone out. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it.
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means? What the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? Say that. Then what is the Future Foundation? Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. Anything I can think
You
of.
serious?
So they're not World Ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma.
However,
Future Foundation is trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that. Even if they are allies, they might not just be allies. If maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation. But if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her, just being with us would have been a big help. What should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do the graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam. I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma says something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
All right.
I'm gonna do it.
Prepare yourself.
Like.
Yeah, we might be able to learn something about Hope's Peak Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. We can just go back to our normal lives and fine. Hey, can we go back? Can we go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island. If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course.
He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope's Peak Academy, none of that matters. Nothing can be fair. I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. No way we can stop. But Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking, so why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we choose never to stay on this island.
Hey, hey.
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already? Well, what are we even looking for? Do we have to investigate this weird ass building?
Even so.
I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions down the building. Oh my god. Kanye's titties about to pop out of the chest. Her shirt, bro. I lost. I lost.
Man.
Obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However.
Be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
Right.
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it's not scary if everyone stops at the green light. If we stopped at the green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez. You're pathetic.
Harley already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then let's just get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead, I'll see you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that should be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. I took a deep bow and then left the gymnasium. Miss Sonia, please don't leave me. I'll be dangerous if I'm left alone. And that leaves me, my own. I should hurry and start too. Just a little bit more. Just a bit more and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. Anything we can do advances towards that hope. Even though I don't understand and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening, for the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Investigate? Investigate what? What am I investigating? See you. Okay. What am I investigating? I think I know where to go. Wait, what? Huh? That's weird. This is the way I walked through to get to the gym. We're on the 5th floor. Clearly different. Is Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us? I don't know what he's doing, but he keeps doing it over and over. I'm not going to fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me come back down. This is the 5th floor, right? What the fuck, dude? We can't even get the raw on the biolab. That's the room that had the fucking killing in it. Okay, interesting. I have to go to the dojo? I'm going in the dojo? It wants me to go in the dojo. I don't know why. I don't know why, but... Why do I need to go in there? Yo, what's that, bro? Wait. Is this the dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense? What the fuck is this? Book? What the fuck is that? What is this? Is this a manga? Manga for Morons, a history of Hope's Peak Academy. Why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with history class. Reading manga is the best way to learn about history. That's why. Then what's the first you ask? It depends on the person. But just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might get a clue on getting out of here, no matter what it is. So we went into here, and now you want to get out. That doesn't make sense. Picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. An introduction to Hope's Peak history as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. story begins with an introduction to Host Peak Academy. Host Peak Academy is government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are the key leaders of various industries. Students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Host Peak Academy teachers who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. It isn't just a school for talent, it's a school for research and talent. However, for the past few years, Host Peak has been suffering from a decline in funding. This persists. The Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent, so they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. That's me. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Host Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Host Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Host Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. Create Host Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Host Peak Academy. Host Peak was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. We never really found out what the tragedy was, right? It was just something that set off the end of the world, I guess. It's the start of the world enders, right? That's basically what it's getting to. The ending was so sudden, like a manga that suddenly cancelled in the middle of its run. Plus these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga, the tragedy of Host Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic, there's no way these incidents really happened. Manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details. But no, it'd be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
Hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again? The thing that's weird is you, of course.
Hey!
Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known, even before you entered, that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that. What do you want me to say? Based on my assumption, Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of the Reserve Corps students, or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase that memory of what happened. It happens pretty often, not that I'd know anything about that although. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it. Things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's just expected of a Reserve Corps student. Damn it, what the heck? Reserve Department. Okay. Now where do I go? What's open now? Anything open? Things have changed. Okay. Things have changed. What the fuck is that? Why is she wearing a shit suit, bro? What the fuck did my pet do? Shit, is that... This motherfucker got a scat fetish, dude. Motherfucker just put shit all over itself. Get the fuck... Get that shit off you, bro. Get that shit off. It's not working, dude. I'm trying to clean. Dude, I'm trying to clean. Motherfucker won't get rid of his shit suit. I'm done. Have to go in here? Okay, alright, I have to go in that classroom. Motherfucker wanna get rid of his shit suit, bro. What the fuck? Done. What is that? You know what, just in case. Okay, what is that? This is another manga. It's lying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Host Peak Academy. Wasn't the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in the other manga? It's why Hope's Peak went bankrupt, and it was a trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about the incident? Fuck. I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages. Okay. See what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak. Key player in that event was a student named Izuru Hamukura. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses, possessed various talents, wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind. The ultimate hope? To protect such a rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Student Council, among the Academy's bright and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent, concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. The student uncovered that the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, poked the fires of the reserve corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated. And the uprising began. Right. So basically, it started because the motherfuckers on the reserve department were like, we're tired of being treated like shit. Yo, fuck this bitch. Yo, fuck everyone in charge. So it was just a rebellion, basically. The reserve corps students were like, yo, guys, yo, listen. We're being treated like shit. Don't let anybody tell you you're shit. Rebel, rebel. And that heralded Hope's Peak's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, the incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event. Danganronpa 0. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? No way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy. There was, right? What irony. For genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident, a talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. He always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. The ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means there's something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here. Said the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. No way, I have no reason to do something like that. Tragedy of Hope's Peak. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak, about the biggest, most awful event. Far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. Mysteries just keep piling up. Interesting. I don't get quite what's going on, bruv. Okay, where do I go now? What's unlocked? The lab? The biolab. Oh hell yeah, we remember this place, right? What the hell is this room? It's freaking cold in here. Like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. Hurry up and investigate. Aren't all the lights on? All the lights on the freezers are on. The fuck is this? Wait, what is that? What is that? There's another manga? Manga for morons. Then again, what is this, like Act 3? The third manga chapter? Flipped through the pages of the manga and I hoped I was right. Okay. Now what? Story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. Incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event. Just drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque. The beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. Tragedy at Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. First, the uprising by the reserve course. Students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. Movements started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet, it began spreading and eroding the real world. The movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. Then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. So it's just a story talking about how the government, how people rebelled against governments of the world. New World Order, right? Motherfucker said, yo, let's just join up. We're powerful. There's more of us than them. Let's join up, take them out. If the era was regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless deaths were the norm. Media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'états began occurring around the world, a war raging in the name of despair. A war fought not for principle, religion or personal gain, just war for the sake of war. Pure war, and because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak. A group named the Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses into order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The hero, the powerful and influential, created new values and morals to spread despair. With this they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event. And as long as the ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. Tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. It wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful event, it's definitely all made up. And if this is really true, family of friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant, what's happened to them?
No way!
Are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this? Am I, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. What is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world. For you not to remember that, such despair. The future foundation's fault. So, thanks to them stealing your school memories, the incident that happened during this period has been completely removed from your brains. The incident really happened and I actually forgot about it. No way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you all the clues here are real?
Hello.
Please understand that I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I try to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. See, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said in the beginning. Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate, but on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. So I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is before you make the decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock or stay here. Trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world, so we want to stay on this island. There's no one going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps no, that's definitely it. Okay. Interesting. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this Ultimate Despair group? They're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction. They connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Plus, the organization just isn't one person, but a group. If they're known as the ultimate despair, they're high school students, right? But if that's what they actually, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called ultimates. Then other killings were involved and connected to them as well. It's no use. I'm gonna freeze there. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering around out of the room. We're just finding out shit that was left off in like first game. Okay. Now where do I go? I'll go in there. This classroom's now open. Okay. Spare. What's up? No, I should ignore it. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see him. Do I have to ignore him?
Hiya.
Hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No.
There's nothing I need to tell you on this floor. You're bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me? Can you forgive me telling you by word of mouth? Should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. That's what student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. Getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What do you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting for so long. It's about the ultimate despair. Huh? You know the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days?
Actually.
Originally the term for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. High school girl.
Yes, indeed.
Jonko! Jonko!
Hey.
As the former despair, ultimate despair, she created the despair, bringing with charm and humor. Created the ultimate despair. There was one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me.
Hold on a sec. I don't know what ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. No way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
Unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey.
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who have been in a position to neutralize the threat. Then what was their purpose? What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose. It was Junko Enoshima despair. For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. You're saying? A stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human, it's exactly like that. Junko is despair, just the pure existence of despair, right? Junko is full of despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair, had taken advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. So the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko. Believers making offerings to their god. A mother providing food to her children. Dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair. All in Junko's name. For example, they killed their families and friends, even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that is crazy. Do you know about the final days of the reserve corps students during the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. Minion hentai? Okay, I ain't gonna check that out. And so the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide. What, except me? The reserve departments, right? Because if we... There was that many people on the reserves, including me, and I guess I didn't do it. Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357. It wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. Me, right? One person was excluded. Is that me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate Despair, Junko Enoshima. Doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima is already dead. Junko? Junko? That's crazy. So I'm so confused right now. I mean, at least we're figuring out like what happened in the first game. Or at least we're figuring out what the tragedy is. Junko, what do you mean Junko's dead? Is it true what you said? Junko's dead?
Huh?
What, you didn't see? There's a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. Oh, what was it you said about the Killing School Life? Oh, the killings we were involved in. There were killings that happened at Hope's Peak. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
That's what it was. What was the incident? The incident? The most tragic, most awful event in human history. You haven't heard about it? They're fucking going on about it enough, dude. You should get it into your head. Okay, they've gone on about it enough. Okay. The tragedy, dude. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the Killing School life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind failed Killing School life was Junko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead.
like...
Turns out the Killing School life was part of the whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of the former students of Hope's Peak Academy, forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope's Peak Academy, and she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. Surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing.
So...
The students of Hope's Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. They're forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival. They were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. Messed up. But once that messed up plan was stopped, Junko failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in their trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who's our enemy? Junko Enoshima is already dead. Are the rest of the ultimate despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings were involved and resemble that Killing School life. I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko, making us go through this, but imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit!
The students from Hope's Peak Academy stop the real deal. Nowhere will lose to some fake, but if this is really an imitation, those surveillance cameras are the same too. Camera all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere, just like the surveillance cameras during the school trip? Okay. Interesting, interesting. Oh, Killing School life. The tragedy, all this stuff is coming back. Ultimate despair. Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What, you have a problem with that? I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw
What
it.
are you gonna do?
I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
Ooh,
One step at a
how
time.
exciting.
Getting closer to clearing my character route. You're not making sense again.
Well now.
Now then I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. Okay. Okay. Now where do we go? Oh, what the fuck? Change to a different hallway? This is the 4th floor? Chem lab? That's right, there's no time to make me be surprised by something like this. Wait, it's all distorted. Wait, it's wrong. Oh no, this is the 4th floor, okay. Right. Where am I heading? Where am I going? Do I have to go in every room? Oh, here we go, okay. Was it the music room? Let me save, because I ain't trying to lose my fucking progress, right? Okay. What the fuck is that? What is that? This looks like the music room. I can see something strange. Why is there... Looks like it's some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in the music room? Not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation. Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. Talking about the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy are among the many who established the Future Foundation. The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy. Aren't they known as World Ender? And this is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. Future Foundation's origins. Okay, what about this? A hologram. Why is it floating in the air? Like a hologram, right? Okay. Floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Peak Academy. On further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. The survivors of Hope's Peak, is possible they might be targeted by the ultimate despair. I believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though, I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Enoshima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, they are survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. We should expect them to be quite valuable. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins. We haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World Program. The Neo World Program. What is this, bruv? Survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. 15 students, is that about us? Including Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation, with definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? What they're talking about? Talking from some other world? What happened outside Jabberwock? The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, and the world isn't normal anymore, maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering memories we've lost. Okay, Hope. Did Chiaki would have made it clear to us? No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, his true identity must be the ultimate despairs. It was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event. The ones who are carrying out this will of Junko and Enoshima are making us go through this. So this caught my attention in the email too. Research facility. What research facility? Is there really a research facility on the island? Could be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow there's still so many mysteries. Interesting. Okay, now where do I go? Why is it getting black? I can't fucking see, mate. Oh, I can go in here now. Teacher's Lounge. List of subjects. There's that painting again. So it's different from a classroom.
Maybe.
Probably the office, right? I mean, the room has that kind of stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, so now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Well.
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. As long as this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia, give it up already. Alright, another hologram? There are letters floating in the air. A passage from an email. I guess I should read it. I understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, we must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko and Enoshima, the fact remains they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko and Enoshima. As long as we do nothing but the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated. Does that mean there's an order to kill them? It doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds. It's pretty much an all-out war. The remnants of despair are the ones waging that war. No way they'd be forgiven that easily. Hope, despair. Interesting. Okay. Oh shit, our names are on there? Excuse me, what's written here? List of subjects is written on the blackboard. Large below that our names I've seen before. Our fucking names are here. Newspaper. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard below that. Hiyoko Sonoji is written there. What is this newspaper? Bro, did Hiyoko get a little bit older or some shit, bro? Why is she looking like she's like 20 something, bro? Hey, what is this? Can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? She fucking grew up or something? She was much more smaller, looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. But in this newspaper, in a way I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko. Her height and figure is too different from Hiyoko we knew? What the fuck? It's her mum? Hey, if that's her mum, bro. Hey, Akane, I'm sorry. Hey, Mikan, I'm sorry. Hey, Akane, I'm sorry. Bruv. I lost. This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's older sister or something? Oh, bro, hey. No, it says Hiyoko Sanoji on here. Oh, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first name and last name. An older sister with the same first name and last name? It's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it yourself. That's not Hiyoko. Did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man.
Not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko is the Sainoji family's only daughter. She doesn't have a sister. A relative? No, there's too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hiyoko. What?
Of course not.
That's Hiyoko? What, in a few years in the future? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this? Curvy body. She was famous for a childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well.
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today,
Regardless of the
feeling
clues I
great.
provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck is this is the truth? If this is the truth, then Hiyoko in this newspaper. Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? What does this even exist?
Hey,
Could it be related to that list of subjects? Huh?
this is bad.
Just say subjects. Maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? The experiment changed Hyoko's body. What am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? Some kind of experiment. It would mean that they're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under the list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it? Go on, it better not have anything to do with the time travel. Okay, and our names are on there. Everyone's. Wait. It also says Ultimate Imposter. So who's not on there? Who's not on there? That should be on there. Byakuya, right? Byakuya, right? Hajime, Nagito, Teru, Chiaki, Nekomaru, Fuyuhiko, Mahiro, Mikan, Ibuki, Peko, Sonya, Akane, Hiyoko, Kazuchi, Chiaki, and me. But the Ultimate Imposter, that must have been the Byakuya, right? So... interesting. Painting as well. Everyone portraits hanging on the wall. Like I've seen it before, but the name etched into the placard says... Wait, what? Izuru Kamakura? This name, Izuru Kamakura, doesn't this clearly contradict the information obtained earlier? The Academy's founder was the one who killed everybody? Excuse me? This old motherfucker killed everyone? What do you mean? Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on the floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You should not go on to the next stage. Oh fuck, I killed everyone. I don't get it, bro. This is too crazy. This is too crazy. There's too much information being revealed right now. There are some... Bro, there's some weird, like... timey-wimey distortion stuff going on. Okay. Which floor do I go into? Is this the physics lab? Okay. Alright. What the fuck is going on, bruv? Art room? Can't go in there. What do I do? What the fuck is this, dude? Okay, we can go into the rec room. Okay. Alright. Let's go in the rec room. Holy shit. What the fuck is going on? Bank holiday? Yeah, no school, bro. Enjoy it. What the fuck is this? The table's floating. There's a billy table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists. Motherfuckers floating and shit. What? Hologram. This one, what's this one say? Another email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. But they will be all dispersed. We were successful in acquiring all 15. With the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. We reported that some are wounded, but it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. We must have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the skidding school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We'll continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. Bro, what the fuck is going on? It says that they are... it says here, they succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? The Future Foundation was protecting us. Why were we forced to kill each other on the island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
Over 30 hours? Have I gone over the recommended hours of this game, bro? I don't know. So we're finishing this shit, okay? We're almost done. We might as well finish it. I'm not going to leave it. My Hajime, if you keep around like that, you're going to get a toothache. It's your fault. What is this hologram thing?
Hey,
Like what it looks like, the Future Foundation emails. Well, they made the perfect clue. I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You didn't even do that. Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
no.
Well, who cares about me? That's not important at all. There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. Interesting. What is this? File? File? Confidential. Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking the question like that? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. But if it's like 3 more hours, we gotta do it. We have to finish it. 3 more hours is 3 more hours is 3 more hours, okay? Gotta do it. Many years, Hope's Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research to various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the beginning is the next innovation, providing the ultimate education. The plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation. It must succeed at all costs. Followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope's Peak Academy was behind something like that. I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope. Hope's Cultivation Plan. Okay, I can leave, right? Interesting. I wonder where all of this is gonna lead. What the fuck is this? What is going on? What is going on? What the fuck is going on? Why am I upside down? What the fuck is that? Akane? Akane? Are you good? Yo, you good? Good B? Why is she going weird like that, bro? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, it hurts my eyes. Hold up. What is this, like an 8-bit game? It's like an 8-bit theme. I'll go in there. Well, where am I going then? What can I look up? Hang on. Oh, here. The library, of course. I forgot about the library. Yeah, this seems to be fine. Must be the library. I could probably left something here too. This. Hologram again? Must be another one of the Future Foundation emails. I should read it. There's no doubt that it's another clue. Yeah, there was a fail in the installation. Oh shit! The Future Foundation 14th Division. Makoto, where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What are you doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear that to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? Future Foundation rescued you from tragedy. You survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? This email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email was addressed to Makoto Naigi. But he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Makoto? What did you do, Makoto? There. Okay. Now where do I go? Kana is gone. Oh, she said. Okay, this classroom's now open. Bruv, chill. What the fuck is this? Chill the fuck out. Wait, what the fuck? Yo, wait, chill. Wait, what? Yo, how did I get into the washing room? What? There's an Oi swimsuit. There's no worrying about it, but I was in school and now I'm suddenly in the laundry room. What is this? Can I not read it? This. This looks like a tablet computer and it looks like the power is on. Next clue. Got the tablet and immediately started examining it. Neo World program. Top secret. World, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times. The Neo World program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World program, individuals such as the ultimate programmer, Chihiro, the ultimate neurologist, and the ultimate therapist, which we don't know who those are yet. Who's the neurologist and therapist? Are among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It replaces memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, using the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Excuse me? Everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world. Program. Feeling of emptiness, like everything has been tainted. Feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. Desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now, disappearing until all I feel is despair. Oh no. I screamed loudly and his voice confirming the sound of my own voice. No way I can accept this. Starting to accept that this There's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
Could have raised the flags more in order to clear my character route. Despair is waiting for you. Possible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? Including me too? It was all a simulation. It was all fake. It was all bullshit. We were lied to. Monokuma Theatre? How are you doing? Did you enjoy this killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. Woohoo! What the fuck? This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hall. Oh my god, dude, guys. I don't really see a resemblance, but guys, oh my god, my eyes. My eyes. Guys, my eyes. Holy shit, I'm saving before my game fucking crashes, dude. Saving before my game crashes from this code, man. Ah! Ah! I can't see anything, dude. Who are you? Monokuma. Ah! Ow! Get me in here before this shit fucks up again. Holy shit. Oh my god, bruv. Turn the brightness down. What is that? Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way a big floating... This would be floating? What in the world is it? No, I looked at that object. The box. The door. What is that? What is it? What is that? Linked. What the fuck is this? Chihiro! Welcome to the Neo World program. A person? A floating person is talking to me. Who is it? I'm not quite a person, I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you call me Alter Ego. This is the name of my master gave me when he created me. I can talk? But what are you? Alter Ego, artificial intelligence program. I am the master program behind the Neo World program, responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything that I'm supposed to be managing. Virus? Because of that, the world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on. Wait, so Chihiro's managing this? This is why the world's going weird? Brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts. That feeling from earlier again. This floating like my feet are hovering above the floor. Like I can't feel my feet or the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence. Should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program? Has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I'm to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, this school you're in. Here, this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, the circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. Sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program. Most of its words, I understand what they meant, but I couldn't understand what is being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It makes much more sense if this was a fictional world. What are you saying the world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. The missing sense of reality. All the mysteries or the truths, they're always just fiction? That, even so, I need to know. Know what this world is. Tell me. Can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you could say, the program for creating hope. Program for creating hope. The fact that we're in here, the fact that we don't have our memories, that's what the program's felt, right? Deleting memory is the first step towards replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it's possible to remove any time period you set it to. From there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set it to? Monokuma was right, we did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in the experimental stage. I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world, I'm sorry. You're saying we're lab rats? That the only thing I can think of is it sounds like we're lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us. But they're trying to save the world. Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry, I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable, I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me about the Overseer and the virus? For this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people, along with 2 monitors. Yeah, they were disguised as the teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the observer in the teacher role being given the authority to influence you all. But the observer in the student role was not. They were given any special authority at all, so they seemed the same to everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. The teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. Changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. Just like the outside world, become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity. The function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole a portion of my abilities which contain my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. Just we tried to fight back so I wouldn't have complete control. Even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. Probably talking about the Monokuma rock and the funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should have been more impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell just by communicating with her, which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses Alter Ego? If so, does the virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one. So freaking irritating. How did that virus infect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. Impossible it was infected through a network. Fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Perhaps someone secretly bought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility, directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. Brought to the Future Foundation's facility, the only person who could enter that facility is someone who was a member of the Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Interesting. Neo World program. This is all a little bit too much, mate. This is a little bit too much. It's true that the virus is powerful and I am completely overwhelmed by it, but I'm still able to defend the essential areas, so it has a limit too. Limit. If I took it over an observer, it has to follow the rules of an observer, such as, in order to end the program or release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey, come on now.
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, there's enough hints. You're gonna say something more? Suppose that you exist between life and death. Death of yourself is inevitable, so it can be parallel to the deflection based on a definition of existence that constitutes a relationship. Oh, I have no idea what this guy's saying. From there, the paradigm change results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable. And what the fuck? And accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world and the situation from the context invites your... Hey? What the fuck, bruv? Are you telling me all this time Monokuma was a virus? Monokuma was a virus then? Is that what... Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit, my man! What just happened? Is that Makoto? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe you can't hear my voice from this side. Really talking to the world through alter ego? Ever since you guys vanished into that space, video's feedback has been pretty distorted. I don't know what's fucking on. It's Teru. Even so, we were forced to watch it this entire time, huh? The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. So all this time, so what I'm getting at is that we've been locked inside the simulation, right? Makoto and Chihiro have been trying to get us out, but there's a virus that's stopping it. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo-World program is beyond our control. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. This means that's working, and it means that the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. Just like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Who is this guy? You're alright? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe that you're there listening to me. First, I should apologise to everyone. No apologising won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo-World program. That's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realising it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? We've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, Leon. Hey, it's that dude, you know the dude from the beginning game? The number we found at Nezumi. The door to the ancient room was supposed to open after you all finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that 11037 password in the place where the teacher role would not be able to go to. Never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would have raised that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. Yeah. He said it because it's the first case, right? Someone close to me? Oh no! Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Sayaka, can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. That person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. Sure, they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want the guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to understand it until I get there. Because I have the secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? A worst case scenario where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue. Had a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. Forced shutdown. Even the teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. It means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. In order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. What? As the... Oh no. The virus got him. So the virus is Monokuma? All this, so obviously it was all fun, right? Monomi was here. Monomi is the Future Foundation. Keemstar? It says Keem there. So Monomi was the Future Foundation. Being putting us in this simulated island. And then Monokuma came in as the virus. Fucked it all up.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing really. I see.
Anyway,
Anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. No good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff. I'm gonna butt in again. Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. About that guy just now? There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. See, it'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It depends on how you guys use that weapon. The ultimate weapon. And Leon's living rent-free in his head. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. Oh, listen. It's not... Leon didn't do anything wrong, okay? He defended himself. Do our best, huh? What do we have to do our best at? Mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when the truth is really a lie? We all know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, we really need to work hard and do our best. Is there really a reason to do our best? So if everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? Isn't the same for the killings too? Even though we just had an experience something as painful as that, something as tragic, that will be meaningless too? The world is flipped over and becomes so irrational. What am I supposed to do? 11037. Leon living rent-free. Shutdown sequence. That's what that is, right? Interesting. Very interesting. Oh no, my eyes. Oh! Is that it? Class trial time? Class trial for what? Then there's not been a murder, so I don't get it.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam.
Oh, the graduation exam,
Please
okay.
enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope's Peak
Here
Academy.
we go, guys. This is where we finish the game.
See you soon.
We're finishing it up. A red door. Don't waste the time thinking about what that all means right now. But now I need to finish this. I need to focus on that. Go on. Where it all kicks off. Where I'll save. We're gonna finish this right now.